Yo, what's happening, fellas? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be breaking down the the skater aesthetic. Okay, seriously, you do not need to be able to skate to rock this aesthetic, but I'd say it definitely wouldn't hurt to learn. It's fun, it's rewarding, and your calves are gonna look like turkey legs since I know y'all have been skipping leg day. Anyways, I've personally been skating since 2006. Then I stopped for about 8 years because all my friends just up and quit skateboarding. Yeah, you know, kind of like RuneScape, everyone just bounced, and I had no one to skate with. But recently I picked it back up, and skater fashion is one of the easiest, affordable, and tasteful aesthetics to rock, so let's break it down. So before we get into it, turn that like button blue so that the YouTube algorithm gods can bless the channel, and because I landed primo so many times for you guys, it really helps my channel out and I appreciate it. So before we get into styling and outfits, it's a good idea to learn about the history of the skater motif and how it's synonymous in streetwear culture.
Why do you think it's cool?
Because it's supreme.
And also why so many people are rocking this aesthetic nowadays, because without it, a lot of the current hype culture wouldn't really exist and it'd probably look completely different. I mean, it's kind of crazy how a lot of people don't know that brands like Supreme and Palace really started off as skate brands instead of resell. But anyways, to keep it simple, the skater culture has always been more of the rebellious, anti-authoritarian type. You're skating at schools, plazas, and a lot of public places where there's security and you really aren't supposed to be there. Famous skate spots like El Toro, RIP for now, have been modified or completely remodeled, yet that doesn't stop anyone. They will find a way to skate it whether they're supposed to or not. Now, it's kind of hard to pinpoint how it actually became popular and mainstream in streetwear culture, but skate culture and streetwear culture share a lot of similarities, not really caring too much. Most skaters of the 90s and 2000s didn't really care too much about their style. It was mainly about comfort and breathability, and the last place a skater would find fashion inspiration was on the runway. But that's not to say trends weren't followed. I'd say the golden age of skating for me was around 2006 to 2011 or something like that. Tony Hawk's games were still a thing. EA Skate was introduced to the next generation of consoles, and when I got into skating, you were either in one of two categories. You were more of the emo punk skater, or you were one of the gangster rap skaters. One aesthetic wore a lot of dark colors, stripes, beanies, and all that, and the other wore more relaxed fitting pants, fitted caps, and boxier tees. And then a few years later, with the surge of hype culture and more people getting into fashion and sneakers, clothes were being cut different, and Supreme became the holy grail of brands in general, which got a lot of celebrities rocking their brands and many other skate brands as well. Plus, you even had pro skaters like Dylan Ryder model for DKNY. And I'm sure you guys are going to remember this. Brands like H&M would utilize Thrasher's iconic font to basically sell a profit. And that just turned into a bunch of lawsuits, which just brought more eyes into skate brands and just the skater culture in general. And we can't forget to mention the Nike Dunks, which were originally a basketball shoe turned skate shoe, which I'll leave a link down below to a video that talks about the history of the Nike SB Dunk and how these became one of the most sought after sneakers for sneakerheads. But that's what I personally think is what brought skater fashion into a mainstream audience, and a lot of skaters grew a little bit of a distaste for that. Hence why it kind of became a meme to call this the poser style if you didn't skate. I myself think it's great because I like diversity, and to be honest, it probably did get some people into skating. But that's just a very summed up history of it. I am definitely missing a lot. This is just what I've experienced getting into fashion and all that. It's always good to know a little bit of history, even though that was very abridged. But anyways, let's throw some clothes on the body and hit the streets. When it comes to the skater fashion aspects, just think of it like this. The skater aesthetics, for the most part, reflects skaters in general. Very chill, very relaxed. So let's start with the most important and the biggest expense of skaters, sneakers. And just like with your board setup, people have preferences. Some of you guys like looser trucks, some of you guys like tighter trucks like myself. When it comes to sneakers, some people like more board feel, some like a heavier, chunkier sneaker, and some people just like a minimal design. My sneaker of choice, you guys already know, you guys probably have a pair yourselves, and that is the Vans Old Schools, or any Vans in general, like the Eras or the Authentics. So everyone has this pair of sneakers. You can't beat the classic white and black design. It's very versatile because the sneaker is mainly black with white contrast, making it easy to style with a pair of denim or cargo pants. I personally prefer it as my sneaker of choice because of how I can rock it with many other outfits, but also because I prefer the vulcanized sole, and the pointier toe I feel gives me better flicks. And I talk about this a lot. If you guys are gonna pick up Vans, make sure you guys pick up the Vans Pro Skate model. It's made a lot better with extra durability and a better insole as well, and it's only $5 more than your normal lifestyle Vans, which are known for being uncomfortable and break down easily. But there are a lot of sneakers out there that I hear are dope or I've skated in the past. If you prefer Nike over Vans, definitely check out the Nike Stefan Janowski's. I used to only wear this pair of sneakers. I moved to New York City with this pair of sneakers. Kind of crazy to think about. Otherwise, now with the Travis Scotts, SBs have been making a comeback in streetwear, but also the Nike Blazer is also very popular. Hell, you can even skate in Jordan 1s. I also hear a lot of good things about the Adidas Suchu 2s and the Match Courts as well. And also another classic, Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star Pros, which is just as versatile as the Vans, just as classic, so take your pick. There are other brands out there I used to skate like Lakai, Fallen, Etnies, and more, but for most of you guys though, just stick to Vans. And another staple to complement your sneakers are crew socks. Personally, I prefer just white or black crew socks, but don't be afraid to mess with colors or patterns. In my opinion, most skaters rock crew socks in the summer because shinners are absolutely terrible. Now moving up, we got your pants. Now this is really what will give you those skater vibes. Just remember what I said earlier, relaxed and chill. That's what you really want to go for. Skaters prefer these more relaxed fitting pants for mobility, breathability, and it's especially tasteful if you cuff the pants. The skaters' pants of choice are the Dickies 874 workwear pant. These have the perfect relaxed vibe, but it's also made for workers, so it's very durable if you land on it or scrape it on a bale. You could also just roll with any pair of relaxed fitting denim. I have these ones from Uniqlo and it does give off those relaxed vibes. It's also very stretchy, but you guys know me, I prefer cargo pants. And my cargo pants of choice for skating comes from 511 Tactical. It's stretchy, waterproof, and has the same fitments plus extra pockets so I can carry change for the snow cone lady. You could wear shorts as well. It's not really my preference, but it does look good if you wear it with crew socks. I just prefer regular pants if the board hits my leg. The choice is yours. Skinny denim was the move a decade ago with this aesthetic, and you can still rock it if you like. Now for the tops, it depends on the season and it depends on your preference. Currently, as I'm filming this video, summer just hits, and so I'm going to be wearing tanks as I skate. But also, some people still prefer wearing long sleeves in case they bail and they don't need to scrape their forearm. But normally graphic tees and striped tees are a staple piece, whether it be in the form of a short sleeve, long sleeve, or a hoodie. Wearing your favorite skate brand or a skate brand in general is the way to go. So popular graphic tees, of course, are Supreme, Palace, Nike SB, and if you're Asian, you probably like Enjoy, but any graphic tee will do. I'm just rocking a Respect Women's shirt, and also this shirt that I got from Meow Wolf. It's a pretty popular museum up there in Santa Fe, or it can even be a tourist shirt like this one that I got from Chicago. It doesn't really matter too much. Now, when it's colder out, long sleeves, crew necks, and hoodies are definitely the underlayer piece of choice. And for your jackets, definitely think workwear and vintage related items. The denim jacket, flannel, and workwear jacket definitely completes the look in my opinion. My place of choice to shop at would be Levi's or Uniqlo, and if you're going to pick up a vintage jacket, just hit up Grailed or Poshmark. And finally, we got accessories. For the most part, if you're gonna skate, skip out on the jewelry because if you bail, you really are probably gonna slice up your wrist. But if you're not gonna skate, wear any piece of jewelry you want, rings, bracelets, cuffs, watches, and all that. Otherwise, I see a lot of skaters rocking sling bags and clipping their keys to their belt loop with a carabiner. And for headgear, a simple cap or dad hat looks dope. And if you're watching this in the colder months, beanies really gives off those vibes. So to sum it all up, I'll give you guys a little formula if you guys are just getting into this aesthetic, or if you guys just want a dope fit whenever you're skating. Your skate shoe, crew socks with cuffed, relaxed fitting pants, any top of your choice, preferably something with a graphic on it or a brand logo, or just a plain old hoodie. And if you're gonna throw on a layering piece, make sure it's very durable, something like a workwear jacket, a denim jacket, a flannel, or just anything vintage related. And then just top it off with a cap or a beanie. Solid. Alright fellas, I hope this video helped you guys out. If you guys didn't get the message of the video, if you want to look like a skater, skate. Really, clothes don't matter too much whenever you're skating because you're just trying to, land tricks, have fun and all that. But if you're rocking it as a fashion statement, I do hope these tips helped you out. So if you guys learned something or found this video helpful, deck the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and you can follow me on Instagram at FlyWithJohnnyTy for some more poser outfits. Subscribe to the channel, and until then, stay fly, stay animosity free. I'm out. Peace.